glad to be here. Glynn County Sports Hall of Fame Ambassadors Reception and Ceremony. We're going to have some fun time. I see a lot of familiar faces out here. If you're not sure of somebody's name, just call them Coach. More than likely, I think there's probably a 50 to 60% chance that you're probably right. Hey, Coach. Let's say that. Steve Waters is here, our athletic director. Steve, good to see you. Congratulations, Steve and his wife. They have a daughter that is about to become a doctor. I asked him, Steve's been married a long time. I asked him, I said, what is the secret to being married for so long? And he says, well, when he and his wife first got married, they decided that they were going to do this. Any big decisions he would handle, and then the small decisions she would handle. And I ran into her the other day, and she said, you know what, in all this time, we've never had a big decision to make in our entire marriage. We may need some quarters to put in the machine up here. Can everybody hear okay? Yes. All right, I'll just keep on going without a mic for right now. Okay, now we can go back to the mic. I was trying to figure out what coat I was going to wear. I've got a red one, I've got a blue one, a black and gold. I decided to go with this one because it's got a little bit of all the colors in the schools, except for Glynn Academy, which is my alma mater, so I do have some of that. All right. All right. All right. I'm going to go micless for right now until my voice gives out, so we'll go from there. All right. We're having some technical difficulties with the microphone. All right. So, our first ambassador, we're going to start off with Frederica Academy. Jaden Davis. Let's talk about Jaden. Jaden has played basketball and volleyball, and has also competed in track and field while attending the school. The Lady Knights basketball team, she started at point guard as a junior and senior and helped the team achieve back-to-back Final Fours. She led it all 4 years and played in the All-Star game as a junior. Jaden also played AAU basketball outside school competition. Then in track and field, she lettered for the Lady Knights while competing in the long jump. Jaden played for the FA volleyball team as a freshman and sophomore. She's been on the honor roll each year. She served as secretary of the Canadian Rhythm Club while also representing the junior class on the school's service council and serving as treasurer with the student council. Now, Jaden is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, United Community Bank Junior Board, World Language and Culture Club, Women's History Club, and Youth Leadership Blend. She also volunteers for the Red Cross, Relay for Life, and Humane Society, while also working with the Georgia Swim School and coaching girls recreation basketball. She'll attend Mercer University in the fall and plans to major in business. So our first ambassador, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jaden Davis. I decided to change things up a little bit because Kevin Price is very regimental. He likes things in a certain order, and this drives him nuts. The mic not working, and the fact I didn't bring him up to begin with. But we're going to bring him back up right now. Please welcome our Hall of Fame president, Mr. Kevin Price.
Okay, sorry about that. You never actually know with Joe Willie. I thought I was going to be the punchline of one of his jokes, but instead he went way off script this time, but it's all good. All right, let's try this again. Test, test. But I'll go ahead and start talking. Can y'all hear me good enough?
Yes.
All right, good deal. So basically, just to say what he said, welcome to our ambassadors event again. We do have plenty of food here, so if you want to eat, get something to drink. You're not going to offend us if you get up and move around. So please continue to do that. We just wanted to get the program started. But for us, this is an outreach program. It's a way to give back to the community in addition to what we already do as a Hall of Fame, and our mission is, of course, to induct people into our Glynn County Sports Hall of Fame. But we started this actually 13 years ago. And when we first started, we held it inside of our own induction banquet. And then we decided, you know what? These kids need the spotlight just like our inductees need the spotlight. So we moved this event or this ceremony outside of our induction banquet and turned it into what it is today. We got a great venue, obviously a bunch of great kids that we're going to honor. Their parents, their friends are here. We started inviting the coaches, and it's just turned into a pretty big deal. So obviously we're proud of kind of what this has become, and we'll continue to grow it and hopefully just get better and better. But here tonight, we honor the best of the best in high school athletics in Glynn County. These kids are the who's who, if you will, in Glynn County in their senior classes, of course, here in 2026. But these students excel in the classroom, they excel in athletics, and of course, they excel beyond in other ways as well, which you will find out as we read their bios. So when you put the student with the athlete, you get these student athletes right here that, like I said, are the best of the cream of the crop in Glynn County in 2026. Just to give you some of the numbers from the past, like I said, we started in 2014, so this makes this our 13th year overall doing this. In all, we have honored right at 300 student athletes, all of course seniors in their respective classes throughout the years, and we've given out exactly 60 scholarships with the 6 that we'll give tonight. So that's just a brief history on the program. I just want to go ahead and thank some people, recognize some people, and then we'll turn it back over to Joe Willie to continue with our ambassadors. But first we want to thank our board of directors. They're all the guys and gals dressed in black shirts like myself. They really believe in what we do as a Hall of Fame in general, but they certainly believe in this program, honoring these young people, and that's why I don't have to twist their arms too much to get them here to help out, and also to earmark some of our money that we raised for this event. So I won't name them all by name and all that kind of good stuff, but just let them know that you appreciate what they do as well, because I certainly do as well. Just want to recognize some people from Glynn County Athletics. Steve Waters is here. He has a fancy title as well, but I always just know him as our athletic director. But he's got some fancy titles these days, but obviously he's good at what he does. Also his assistants here of Glynn County Athletics, Miss Denise Miller and Tracy Love, they were both out of town for personal reasons today, but I always appreciate the help they give us during this event and also at Friday night football games. Also just want to recognize the principals and athletic coordinators at each school. They certainly help us with this event. They help us identify their kids, communicate with their kids, and get us all the information we need. But at Frederica, that's Carl Nash. He's their athletic director. At Glynn Academy, Principal Matthew Blackstone, and also their athletic coordinator, Pete Irby. And then at Brunswick High, it's Principal Slade Turner, and then the athletic coordinator at Brunswick, Mr. Jason Bond. So thanks again to all of our schools for helping us out with everything we need for this event. Also, some more people to thank with Glynn County Schools. Hilton Neal at the graphics art department down there. He always does our awards, does a lot of stuff for us on the side. So we first certainly appreciate him and his students there at GICA. Also, Dale Leonard, who's back there in the back working the camera right now. Dale Leonard with Dale Leonard Productions. He's filming the ceremony. And for anybody that wants a copy, so to speak, we're going to post that on his YouTube channel. And then we'll also post it on our athletic website. You'll see it on social media. So if you want to go back and watch it again, or skip through and get to your favorite parts, you can, or send it out to grandmama or granddaddy or whoever that may be. That will be available in the next coming days as well. Also, Lance McClain with Brunswick Coca-Cola, they provided the drinks tonight. They've been one of our sponsors really since day one of the Hall of Fame. They always come through with some of the things we need. So we certainly appreciate what they do for us as well. And then also, probably the real MVPs of tonight are the ladies who are back there in the corner. They don't want this publicity that I'm about to give them, but they prepare the food, they come set up all the decorations. Obviously, that's not my cup of tea, and that's why we have them here, but it's Linda Price, Martha King, and Ann Maxwell. And the cool thing about all of those ladies is they used to work for Glynn County Schools, so they believe in Glynn County, and they certainly believe in Glynn County athletics, so that's why it's kind of easy to get them here
to do that as well. So certainly appreciate what they do for us. And a couple of other people from Glynn County Schools, Mike Blackerby, our superintendent, he's back in the back. Mike, just wave to everybody real quick. Doing a nice job on the job, and I know certainly here at the end of the year, he's got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of events to go to, so we certainly appreciate him being here. And also Mr. Eric Benson, one of the superintendents with Glynn County Schools as well. He's back in the back. He said I didn't have to mention his name, but I think when we started having this program here, he's been here every year, so we certainly appreciate the support, and I see him at a lot of athletic events, and I know he's big time into athletics too. Just want to thank for sure our scholarship sponsors. Obviously, all three schools do contribute to this. The scholarship fund that we have, that's of course Frederica, Glynn, and Brunswick. The last 3 years, or this is the third year, we've named our ambassador scholarships after Jim Hackendale. Some of y'all may know him. Jim passed away a couple of years ago in early January, right before baseball season started. He was a big baseball supporter at both Frederica and Brunswick, and just athletic supporter in general. But one of his best friends, Ryan McCauley, wanted to come up with a way to honor Jim's memory. A couple of us knew that. We talked to him, and Ryan jumped right on naming the scholarships after Jim, so we certainly appreciate that. And then also Maggie Dutton, Jim's wife, came the very first year that we named the memorial scholarships after him. She was real impressed with the event and the kids, and for the last 2 years, she's also contributed. So obviously we appreciate Maggie and what she does. She does a lot of other things for Glynn County Athletics, especially Brunswick High baseball team, which we'll talk more about. But Ryan and Maggie both could not be here tonight. They're out of town on business, I think at conventions, meetings, that kind of thing. But they send their congratulations to all the ambassadors and certainly the scholarship winners. But Dylan Renee, I believe, is here from Maggie's office. Dylan's back there in the back, so Dylan, we appreciate you being here as well, and obviously Maggie for what she does. So again, this year we will give out 6 Jim Hackendale Ambassador Memorial Scholarships, 1 to a boy and girl from each school, and those will total $1,000 each, and obviously we want the kids to use that going toward what they can anyway with their college education. So that's basically all I have. Joe, you're warmed up and ready to go, so we'll turn it back over to you.
Kevin, you take my papers. I was doing a show with him before, and he took my papers. I've been chasing down.
All right, next, let's continue on with Frederica Academy. By the way, congratulations to Frederica Academy. Their soccer teams are playing in the state playoffs, and their baseball team is playing in the state playoffs. Give them a nice hand, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Mary Ford Fitzgerald. Did I say the last name right? Mary Ford has competed for Frederica in 3 sports: cross country, soccer, and tackle football. Tackle football, that's right. She played for the girls soccer team for 5 years, lettered each season, starting for 3 state championship teams in 23, 24, 25. Mary Ford was named the Female Soccer Player of the Year, GIAA, in each of those seasons. She's been named All-State 4 times, All-Region 5 times. She was also the Brunswick News Area Player of the Year in both 2023 and 2025. Now, this blew my mind when I saw this. I actually went to a game, and lo and behold, she was the kicker for the Knights football team, winning Special Teams Player of the Year in 2023. In cross country, she helped the Lady Knights to a region championship as well. She ranks among the top 10 academically in the freshman senior class, in the Frederica senior class. She was nominated for the prestigious Morris C. Johnson GIAA Coaches Association Academic Athlete Award. She was named the 2024 AP Scholar. She's received the Brian Cameron Impact Scholarship and also the Marshland Credit Union Scholarship. Mary Ford is a member of the National Honor Society and is founder and president of the Women's History Club at Frederica. She's also been the secretary and a grade rep on the School Service Council. She's involved in the Health and Wellness Club, the Book Club, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and the 707 groups. She volunteers with the Humane Society and Relay for Life. She founded the Second Touch Soccer Collective as well. Now she's signed to play soccer at West Lily, how do you say that?
Wellesley. Okay, Wellesley College in Massachusetts. That's why I couldn't pronounce it, because it's from Massachusetts. She plans to major in neuroscience and pursue a career in experimental science. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mary Ford Fitzgerald. Next we have Gavin Rankin. Gavin has played football and baseball for Frederica Academy. He was captain for the Knights football team the last 2 years while playing on both sides of the ball. He was named All-Region as both a junior and senior, and also was voted to the All-State team as a senior this past fall. Now, following his senior season, in which he led Class 3A in GIAA with 113 tackles while helping the Knights to a region championship and the state semifinals, he was also chosen as the All-Area Defensive Player of the Year by the Brunswick News. Gavin has also been captain of the FA baseball team as a junior and senior, and helped the Knights in the program's first state championship last spring while playing outfield and second base. The Knights are hoping to make another run at the state title this season as they take that 18-6 record into the postseason, which I mentioned they're playing this Friday at home. Is that right? At home. So y'all make sure you go over there. He's been on the school honor roll all 4 years. Gavin is active in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Health and Wellness Club, and the Dinosaur Club. I don't know what that means, but I like it. He volunteers as a flag football coach for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and volunteers to help coach middle school baseball while working in game operations for middle school baseball games as well. Gavin is signed to play football and baseball at Andrew College in Cuthbert, which is set to move into the NAIA ranks this coming year. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Gavin Rankin. Next from Frederica Academy, we have Jimmy McQuay, standout swimmer while attending the school, ranking as high as number 6 in the state in all the disciplines in swimming. A 3-time finalist at the state championship meet, he competed in the 50 and the 100-meter freestyle events, and also the 100-meter breaststroke. Jimmy holds the Frederica school records in the 50 free and 100 free. He also swam the 100 breaststroke and the 200 individual medley this year, finishing first in all the 3 meets of these disciplines throughout the season. He also competes for the local YMCA swim team. Jimmy is a member of the National Honor Society and also has been on the head of the school list while attending Frederica. He received the College Board Award for outstanding performances on the PSAT, the MSSQT, and the AP exams. He's active in the South Coast Bank Junior Board of Directors, the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Student Club, also the Finance and Investment Club. He is an acolyte volunteer at Christ Church. He's also volunteered for the Lake Delaware Boys Camp and has performed service work in Costa Rica. Jimmy will attend Georgia Tech and plans to major in biomedical engineering. Please welcome Jimmy McQuay to us. Next, we want to talk about Thomas Sands, standout golfer from Frederica Academy. Named All-Region for the Knights after both the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Thomas was the low medalist several times in competition with the Knights, including the 2025 Region Tournament and also the Wildcat Invitational hosted by Richmond Hill this spring, when he shot 6 under par 65 to win the individual championship. Most recently, Thomas finished out his career with the Knights with perhaps his best ever individual showing at the Class 3 state tournament in Macon, where the Knights finished 3rd as a team. Thomas went toe-to-toe with Mason Howell, the reigning U.S. amateur champion who played for this year's Masters tournament, as the two battled all the way to the 18th hole for the individual state championship. Thomas carded an impressive 8 under 64 that included a chip in at the final hole for an eagle. Howell would also equal the 18th hole from 35 feet to post a 9 under 63 score to claim the title by 1 over the FA standout, who finishes as the state runner-up while earning all-state honors as well. Thomas is a member of the National Honor Society. He was a qualifier for the 2026 National Merit Scholarship. He's earned AP Scholar with distinction. Has also been named for the Presbyterian College Fellows Award and Georgia Certificate of Merit. Thomas also was chosen as a Brunswick Rotary Club Student of the Month this year. He has served as president of the school's Finance and Investment Club while being active in Young Life, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and Youth Leadership Glynn. Thomas has also been lead guitarist in the school ensemble group. He has volunteered at the RSM Classic PGA Tour event and also at the Jones Cup Invitational play at Ocean Forest Golf Club on Sea Island. Thomas is signed to play college golf at Washington and Lee University in Virginia and plans to major in business administration. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Thomas Sanders. Y'all notice how seamless Glynn is with that turn? I mean, it's cool. He practices that every year. Comes back, gets better every year. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome Addison Sieben. Addison has also been a standout golfer for Frederica Academy, a member of the inaugural girls golf team of the school. She lettered all 4 years. Addison served as team captain, also named all-region while competing for the Lady Knights. Addison serves on the South Coast Bank Junior Board, Team Board for the Humane Society, is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Leadership Team, and is active in Youth Leadership Glynn. Her community service includes volunteering with the First Team Program and Beloved Ministries. She's also a member of the Pirates of the Spanish Main. Addison will attend the University of South Carolina, where she plans to major in sports management. Ladies and gentlemen, Addison Sieben. Watch this turn. Watch it. That's smooth, okay. That's why we don't let Jeff do that, because Jeff did not quite that smooth. All right, next we have Elizabeth Temple. Elizabeth played volleyball while attending Frederica Academy. Varsity captain all 4 years. She was named all-region her junior and senior years and also made the all-star team for the state following her senior season when she was voted all-state as well. Outside of high school volleyball, she also played for the potential elite prospects, serving as team captain with the 16 and under regional team, the 17 under national team, and the 18 under national team. Elizabeth is a member of the National Honor Society and National Spanish Honor Society. She's been named as AP Scholar with awards and a Center Fellow while earning the Honors Spanish Award and the Pre-Calculus Teachers Award. She's been Honor Council President, co-founder and co-president of the Book Club, and president of the World Language and Cultures Club. Elizabeth has served on the Hugo O'Brien Youth Leadership Junior staff, the Hugo O'Brien Youth Leadership Corporate Board as a youth liaison, and has been active on the Humane Society Team Board. She also teaches Sunday school at her church. She plans to attend Washington and Lee University and plans to major in, you guessed it, Spanish. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Elizabeth Temple. Next we have Fuller Wimberly. Fuller's been a standout football player while attending Frederica Academy, the varsity co-captain all 4 years. He was a 4-year starter for the Knights on the offensive and defensive lines. This past season, while helping the Knights to a region championship, had a berth in the Classic 3 and the Class 3A state semifinals. He was named All-Region All-State and played in the GIAA All-Star game. Fuller was named the most improved player for the Knights following his senior season as well. He also lettered in baseball his freshman and sophomore years. Fuller's been on the headmaster's list all 4 years in high school. He's a member of the National Honor Society, the National Society of High School Scholars, and the Science National Honor Society. He earned AP Scholar distinction, and this past fall was featured in the 912 Sports magazine as a scholar athlete in the Southeast Georgia coverage area. He's a member of the South Coast Bank Junior Board, Chess Club, Dinosaur Club, Finance and Investment Club, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and Popular Music Ensemble Group. Fuller has volunteered as an FCA flag football coach while also serving with Relay for Life, Safe Harbor, and Hurricane Relief. He'll attend the University of Georgia and plans to major in biology or finance. Please welcome Fuller Wimberly, ladies and gentlemen. He is under the weather tonight, so here we come. All right, we're going to move on. Before I do, I want to mention we are so honored tonight. So many famous people here tonight. Murray Poole is with us. Murray Poole. I just found something out about Murray Poole. I've known him for years. Murray Poole is as big as an aficionado of Willie's Weenie Wagon as I am. And I think he's had everything on the menu. And I was impressed. He's had a fish sandwich there. I've never had fish sandwich. So Murray, you got one on me. You got one on me. I'm going to walk into it. What is it like you around? Good job. All right. Y'all ready? Here we go. Brunswick High. We have Mackenzie Dark. Mackenzie played basketball all 4 years at Brunswick High. This past season, she helped the Lady Pirates to a 23-7 overall record and a second-round appearance in the Class 5A state tournament after the team finished as the runner-up in the Region 1 5A. In addition to playing basketball, Mackenzie participated in both marching band and concert band. She made district honor band twice, also served as a section leader this year. As a senior, she's been on the honor roll throughout high school and will graduate with a 3.9 grade point average. She's taken dual enrollment courses through the College of Coastal Georgia while also taking honor classes at Brunswick High. Mackenzie is an active member of the National Honor Society and the Debate Club. She has completed over 50 hours of community service work. Her strong work ethic and determination have been guided by her faith. Mackenzie plans to study occupational therapy in college, plans to pursue a career focused on helping others improve their quality of life and independence. Please welcome Mackenzie Darts. Next we have Martin Davis. Martin's been a 4-year varsity starter in basketball and captain throughout her high school career, playing her final 2 seasons at Brunswick High. During this time, she played 112 games while scoring 1,607 points, grabbing 572 rebounds, and also notching 463 steals, 385 assists, and 288 deflections. As a senior, she led the Lady Pirates to a 22-8 record this season, leading the team in scoring with 14.8 points a game, also recording 3.6 assists and 4.7 steals. Davis earned first-team All-Region recognition all 4 years. She was named the 3-time Region Offensive Player of the Year, as well as being named All-State twice by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Martin also led her team to a state playoff appearance each year, with the Brunswick girls making it to the Elite 8 in 2025. This year, Martin was selected to on the state level as a Georgia Basketball Coaches Association All-Star and was a nationwide McDonald's All-American nominee. As a freshman, she won the Glynn County Sports Hall of Fame Player of the Game honor in a matchup between Brunswick High and Glynn County. During her senior season, she made the cover of 912 Sports Magazine's basketball issue as the MVP featured player. Martin is a member of the National Honor Society, the Beta Club, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes, where she serves on the leadership team. She has taken 10 AP and 6 dual enrollment courses and has earned an AP Scholar and Georgia Certificate of Merit Award and recently won the Brunswick High School Golden Rules Senior of the Year. Outside of the classroom, Martin volunteers with the St. Simon's Community Church's Children's Ministry. along with the other nonprofit organizations like Second Harvest of the Northern Food Bank. Martin will be attending the Georgia College and State University on a basketball scholarship and is currently undecided on a major. Martin Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Next we have, and I hope I get the first name right, Samaj, is that right? Did I say that right? Samaj David Seals. Samaj has been a highly acclaimed wrestler at Brunswick High. And that's like real wrestling, that's not like WWE kind of stuff. Wrestling all 4 years for the Pirates, he went out with a bang for Brunswick High this winter as they posted a 46-3 record for the season en route to an individual state championship in the 150-pound weight division in Class 5A. He was the only senior on the Brunswick team, which he helped to a fourth-place finish at the state duels in Atlanta back in January. Samaj will graduate this month with a 3.4 grade point average. He'll attend Ruth Parker College in Mount Vernon on a wrestling scholarship. Samaj David Seals. Next, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Isabel Kennedy, a standout cheerleader and competitive dancer during her time at Brunswick High. She served as a junior varsity cheerleader for 1 year before moving up to the varsity team as an upperclassman. To round out her final year as a senior, she successfully helped form the very first GHSA competitive dance team in Glynn County. She served as Brunswick High co-captain and led her team to a top 10 finish in the state championship. Her ability to balance cheerleading, school dancing, studio dance with her academic pursuits, a testament to her strong work ethic and dedication. Isabel's involvement in Future Business Leaders of America, National Beta Club, and National Honor Society further underscores her dedication to community service and academic excellence. Isabel has shown exemplary leadership as a member of the Student Council while holding the office of class president for her junior and senior years. In addition, she's also served on the Youth Leadership Board, South Coast Bank Junior Board of Directors, and Pirates of the Spanish Main, a local community service organization. Isabel has received multiple accolades, such as the Georgia Certificate Merit Award and the AP Scholar Award. She was a semi-finalist for the Governor's Honors Program for dance. Additionally, she's on the President's List of Scholars at the College of Coastal Georgia and has earned recognition from the College Board for the 2025 National Recognition Program. Academically, she has remained at the top of her class and is accepted into multiple colleges and universities. So looks forward to her future endeavors at her first choice, the University of Georgia. She'll pursue a degree in exercise sports science with a concentration in sports psychology. Just recently, her dream came true when she was named as one of the 2026-27 Dance Dogs, the official athletic dance team at UGA. So be sure for her dancing between the hedges at Sanford Stadium this coming football season. Ladies and gentlemen, Isabel Kennedy. Our next ambassador couldn't be here. He had to go back down to Gainesville. I think he left today. Is that right? We're talking about Hezekiah Kent. We all know him as Hezzy. He was a big-time football and basketball player during his time at Brunswick High. On the football field, he was part of a Brunswick High offense which set school records for points scored each of the last 2 seasons. The starting tight end for the Pirates, he led all receivers with 41 catches at the Pirates for 983 yards, 8 touchdowns as a junior. He averaged almost 82 yards receiving a game and exactly 24 yards per catch. He also ran the ball 32 times in 12 games for 211 211 yards, 8 scores, while averaging 6.6 yards a carry. This past fall, as a senior, he again led the team with 37 receptions for 674 yards, averaging 18 yards a catch, almost 68 yards a game. He helped the Pirates to back-to-back region titles as a junior and senior, also consecutive second-round appearances in the state playoffs. Kent became one of the country's top tight end recruits as early as his freshman year. At 6'7" and 285 pounds, he was listed as a 4-star recruit, received almost 50 scholarship offers from major schools, including nearly every school in the SEC and several from the ACC, as well as college football powers such as Michigan, Ohio State, and Notre Dame. Last summer, he announced his verbal commitment to the University of Florida and signed with the Gators back in December during the early signing period. He enrolled in Florida for second semester, went through his first practices with the school this spring. As he also enjoyed a stellar prep basketball career with the Pirates, his junior season, which was his final one, he averaged a double-double with 17.2 points and 14.4 rebounds a game, while helping the Pirates to a sub-region championship and a runner-up region finish before they reached the Sweet 16 of the Class 5 state tournament. As he was named the Region 1-5A Sub-South Region Player of the Game after the season. As a sophomore, his season was cut short due to an injury, but he still averaged 14.3 points and 12.4 rebounds a game before being sidelined. As he graduated from Brunswick High this past December to early enroll in Florida, thanks to major in communications. As a guy, can't ladies and gentlemen. Next for Brunswick High, let's talk about Grant Moore. Grant has been a standout football and baseball player during his time at Brunswick High. In football, he took over as the Brunswick High starting quarterback mid-season as a sophomore and led the Pirates to a win in the first round of the state playoffs. As a junior and senior, Moore would continue to pile up some impressive numbers while leading the Pirates to appear at city championships, also appear at region championships, and a first-round win in the Class 5A state playoffs. This past fall, he threw a school record 29 touchdown passes, while also passing for 2,699 yards for the season, which is the second best total in Brunswick High history. He had 3 300-yard passing games as a senior. One of those games came in the city championship game against Glynn Academy when he brought the Pirates back from a 16-point deficit in the fourth quarter, while throwing for 376 yards and 4 touchdowns on the night. He was named the Glynn County Sports Hall of Fame Player of the Game following that outstanding performance. With Grant at the controls, the Brunswick High offense set records for points scored the last 2 seasons, including their new record 43.8 points per game scoring average this past fall. Now, following the 2025 season, Grant was named the Region 1-5A Player of the Year, the 912 Sports Player of the Year in its Southeast Georgia coverage area, and also was chosen as MVP for the Coastal Georgia All-State or All-Area team by the Brunswick News. He closed out his football career as Glynn County's all-time leader for passing yards with 6,458 and touchdown passes 65. In baseball, Moore will lead Brunswick High as the school's all-time leader for pitching wins, as it currently has 33 career victories. His baseball honors include winning the Region Rookie of the Year as a freshman and being named All-Region for the Pirates this season as an outfielder. As a pitcher and outfielder, he is currently part of a historic run by the Pirates under Diamond. This year's team has a 31-4 record and now has the most wins in program history in a single season. Brunswick High played in its first ever state quarterfinal series last week, defeating Coffee in 2 games, reaching the Final Four in school history. The Pirates will face perennial power Loganville at home this Friday, Bud Couchfield, a best-of-3 series with the winner advancing to the state championship series. I urge all of y'all, Brunswick High, Frederica, everybody, to go over to Bud Couchfield Friday and let's watch the Pirates move on. Brunswick also won its first region title since the 2006 season this spring, topping Glynn Academy 5 for the region championship game. During all of this, Grant has still maintained a 3.5 grade point average while also taking several dual enrollment classes through the College of Coastal Georgia. His academic honors include earning the President's Award for Academic Achievement, and attend University of Tennessee Chattanooga on a football scholarship, and plans to pursue a degree in communications. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Grant Moore. Next, we'd like to welcome Trenton Robinson, a standout baseball player at Brunswick High during his 4 years in the school. A pitcher and outfielder for the Pirates, Trenton has been the ace of the Brunswick High pitching staff the past 2 seasons. The right-hander will close out his career as the team's all-time leader for strikeouts, as he currently has 249 for his career there at the school. He's also recorded 98 strikeouts this season as a senior and is 6 away from tying the school single-season record. He also has been a key part of Brunswick's historic run through the 2026 season, in which the Pirates captured their first regional championship while marching into the state semifinals for the first time in program history. Brunswick currently has a 31-4 record, as previously mentioned, and has won more games this season than any team in Glynn County in a single season. Trenton was recently named All-Region as a pitcher for the Pirates after being voted the Pitcher of the Year in the South Sub-Region of Region 1-5A last season. Trenton is an active member of the National Honor Society and also Future Business Leaders in America. He's participated in several community service projects while attending Brunswick High as well. He plans to go to Augusta State University on a baseball scholarship and plans to major in accounting and finance. Trenton Robinson, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Anna Weiss, who's played volleyball during her 4 years at Brunswick High. And on 3 of those 4 seasons, she was named the best all-around player for the Lady Pirates. Anna was also named honorable mention All-Region as a junior and a senior, and is set to graduate with a GPA over a 4.0, and has taken dual enrollment courses through the College of Coastal Georgia the last 2 years. She's a member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club. Her volunteer activities include working with No Kill Glynn County and assisting the Golden Isles College and Career Academy with school events. Anna currently is an engineering intern at King Prince Seafood. She'll be attending Georgia Southern University in the fall and plans to major in electrical engineering. Please welcome Anna Weiss. All right, I'm going to walk through the crowd here. I got to do something because this has been bothering me all night long, all afternoon. Can I get through? Just be a minute. I've been intrigued by the sign, restricted area, authorized personnel. Should I go in?
Do it!
Do it! Oh, it's just a kitchen. I thought it was like some secret place or something. It connects to the kitchen back here. I'm going to do that all night. I like to break the rules. By the way, on your video, if y'all want to have the version, I think Dale has a version where I'm completely edited out. You can get that. All right, let's go to Glynn Academy. Y'all ready? Let's talk about Josh Baker. Josh has been a standout player for the Glynn Academy football team during his time at the school. 3-year starter for the Red Terrors on the offensive line. Josh made the All-Region team 3 times while playing center for Glynn. He helped the Terrors to state playoff appearances all 3 seasons as well. He's been a member of the Glynn Symphonic Band for 3 years. He held first chair status for 2 years. He's also been involved in the school's jazz band throughout high school. He played a beautiful trumpet solo for the GA marching band during halftime game this past season, remaining in his football uniform while covering Georgia on My Mind. He plans to attend the apprentice school in Virginia, where he'll also continue playing football. He plans to pursue a degree in welding and also mechanical and electrical engineering. Please welcome Josh Baker. Ladies and gentlemen. Next we have Matilda Cantley. Matilda participated in cross country and swimming all 4 years at Glynn Academy. Also competing for the school's track and field team the last 2 years. This year as a senior, she competed in the Class 5A state cross country meet and helped the Glynn girls to a top 10 finish in the team standings. As captain of the GA swim team, she competed in the 1500 and 200 meter freestyle events and also the 100 meter breaststroke. In track, she competed in the 4x800 relay with the Lady Terrors. Tilly is a member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club and participates in Science Olympiad, where this year she teamed with a partner to win the forensics competition. She will leave soon after graduation on a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. She'll be going to Seoul, South Korea for 18 months. Now, upon her return, she plans to attend Georgia Tech, pursuing a degree in biochemistry while minoring in Korean. She also hopes to eventually attend medical school and later begin a career as a surgeon. Matilda Candy, ladies and gentlemen. Next we have Caleb Cross, a standout wrestler during his time at Glynn Academy. A two-time state qualifier and placer, Caleb reached the state final this season as a senior in the 175-pound weight class and claimed a state championship. He pinned his opponent in the state final in 36 seconds and spent less than 4 minutes on the mats en route to the championship at the state meet. Caleb finishes his career with the most wins and also the most pins by a GA wrestler in program history. Helped the Red Terrors to second place finishes in state in 2024 and 2025. He finishes the runner-up in his individual weight class as a junior. He's also a member of the National Honor Society. Caleb will attend Middle Georgia State University and plans to pursue a degree in aviation. Caleb Cross, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Riley Farrell, a standout at Glynn Academy in volleyball during her time at the school. A 4-year starter for the Lady Terrors, she earned an all-region honorable mention, second team and first team honors during her prep career, and also has been named Glynn's Offensive Player of the Year. She helped the Lady Terrors to 2 Elite 8 appearances in the state tournament and also a Sweet 16 berth. Riley also served as team captain for Glynn and was named the Coastal Georgia All-Area Team MVP by the Brunswick News as a junior and a senior. In addition to playing for Glynn, Riley has played high-level club volleyball for OTVA out of Jacksonville. She was a team captain and played for 2 teams that qualified for national championship tournaments. Riley is a member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, and National Honor Society of High School Scholars. She's also active in the Terror Buddies and the School Spirit Club, as well as Fellowship of Christian Athletes and DECA, DECA. She also serves as senior editor for the Glynn Academy Yearbook. While maintaining a 4.0 grade point average, Riley has earned AP Scholar distinction while claiming several awards with the school's outstanding DECA program, including Competitor of the Month 5 times and 4 region championships as the first place winner. She's also been a state qualifier and has been a competitor of the year, while also earning the DECA Emerging Leader Award. Roddy also has completed more than 100 hours of community service during her time at Glynn. She'll attend Emmanuel University on a volleyball scholarship and plans to major in communications. Her career goal is to become an NFL sideline reporter. Riley Farrell, ladies and gentlemen. Next, let's welcome Camille Gray, who's participated in cheer, basketball, and also track and field while attending our academy. As a team leader for the GA track team this spring, she finished third at the region meet in the long jump, while also qualifying for state in the process. Camille maintains a 3.35 GPA while taking dual enrollment courses. She was honored for having the highest GPA on the girls basketball team this past season after helping the Lady Terrors to the state tournament as well. Camille also earned her CNA license. She's been a member of the DECA and Future Business Leaders of America. She's also an active person in the Key Club, serving as a senior representative. Camille plans to attend Clayton State University and will pursue a degree in nursing. She also plans to continue her career in cheer and track and field at Clayton State. Ladies and gentlemen, Camille Gray. James Kennedy has played football and competed with the Glynn Academy track and field team during his time at the school. In football, he was voted second team all-region this season as a lineman, while helping the Red Terrors to another berth in the Class 5A state playoffs. This spring, he was part of the Glynn track team, which won the Region 1 5A championship, throwing the shot put and discus for the Terrors. His personal record for discus is 129.5, while his best in the shot put is 41. He was described as a true leader this season by his head coach. James is a member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, and Future Business Leaders of America. His academic honors include earning the 2025 AP Capstone and also earning AP Scholar with Distinction recognition. He plans to attend the Air Force Academy and major in economics. James Kennedy, ladies and gentlemen. Next, let's talk about Marigona Lau. Marigona has been a standout wrestler for Glynn Academy. She's a three-time region champion and also a three-state sectionals champion. But her biggest accomplishment is becoming the first female wrestling state champion in Glynn Academy history. That deserves a hand right there. Marigona carries a 4.2 grade point average. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She'll attend Georgia and College State University while planning to pursue a degree in environmental science. She also plans to participate in the College Pre-Commission program for the U.S. Coast Guard to commission as an officer following college. Marigona Lau, ladies and gentlemen. I say thank goodness for these type of cameras, otherwise I have to question if Kevin even had film on that camera. Some of y'all remember film, right? I'm pleased with these cameras. Creighton Murray, ladies and gentlemen, has been a standout soccer player at Glynn Academy. He's been with the Red Terrors since the 8th grade when he earned a spot on the junior varsity before playing for the varsity since his freshman season. As a 3-year starter at center back, he played a key role in the Terrors' 3 region championships and their Final Four appearance in the 2024 state playoffs. Creighton was the team captain for this year's GA team, which won a region championship before advancing to the second round of the Class 5A state tournament. He's maintained a 4.0 GPA while balancing both high school and dual enrollment coursework. He was a member of the student council all 4 years, helping to plan school-wide events and serving as a voice for the student body. For a senior service project, he helped with the restoration of the historic Glynn Academy Liberty Bell replica, ensuring it will ring loud and proud for future generations of Red Terrors. Following graduation, Creighton plans to apprentice as a machinist with the Federal Civil Service and the Department of Navy. Please welcome Creighton Murray. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time. It's now time that we announce the recipients of the annual Ambassadors Scholarships. Again, this is the 3rd year that named in order of longtime county athletic supporter Jim Hackendale. I knew Jim personally for several years, just a top-notch guy. And when he got behind the program, he got behind the program. Whether it was, and he was a very loyal person. When he was in it to win it, and we thank him, his family, for what all he did for us. It was a great thing. So now we're going to present the $1,000 scholarships to a boy and girl for each school. First, from Frederica Academy, the 2026 Jim Hackendale Memorial Ambassador Scholarship go to the girls, Elizabeth Temple. And for the boys, Gavin Grantham. Now from Brunswick High, the 2026 Jim Hackendale Memorial Ambassador Scholarships go for the girls, Martin Davis. And for the boys, Samaj Davis. And now for Glynn Academy, the 2026 Jim Hackendale Memorial Ambassador Scholarship going to the girls, Camille Gray. And ladies and gentlemen, for the boys, Josh Baker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll bring Kevin Price back up so he can introduce our guest speaker.
Thank you, Joe Willie. First off, let's give all of our ambassadors a big round of applause. One real quick note on the scholarships. We always have called them Act 6. I mean, first of all, everybody that knows Jim know that those of us that know him well would call him Hack. But ironically, Hack's favorite number was 6. And that was his baseball jersey number. Brunswick fans may know this, but Grant Moore started wearing number 6 in honor of Hack. So again, this is Hack 6, I guess, in 2026. So again, give our ambassador scholarship winners a round of applause. Now, I had planned to do something different tonight. Fuller Wimberly was going to actually introduce our guest speaker since he played for Coach Derrick. But of course, he is ill, so I'm just going to shoot from the hip real quick, and we'll get Coach Derrick up here. But I won't read his bio word for word. You can read that. It's on the back of your program. But Coach Derrick came here as an offensive coordinator and teacher at Glynn Academy after being successful elsewhere, like back home in Tennessee. They had some really good offensive football teams when he was their offensive coordinator under Coach Ridings. He got the Frederica job as the head coach and has been ultra successful, obviously, with the Knights. Led them to a state championship, led them to a runner-up finish, some region championships, including last year, several state semifinal appearances, including last year, several different coaching honors. But the one thing I would say about Coach Derrick, if you've ever listened to him at like a media day like we have at 912 before football season, or maybe on a radio interview or on a podcast, there's one thing you can certainly notice, and that's the Tennessee country twang. And I think you'll notice that tonight. Also, he can be pretty funny at times. I've seen him talk to his teams. I've seen him, listen to him on some of those radio shows and podcasts. And he really gets going, and he's funny when he's talking about the officials. Now, they probably don't like to hear it, but when he gets on a roll, he can be kind of comical about the officials. Coach Rock can be kind of comical back there as well, too. But then, obviously, he's very, very, very serious about what he does. You can see that. Sometimes the Knights don't have the deepest roster. He'll probably talk about that. But they make the most of their talent. The kids are always tough and gritty, and he gets the most, I think, out of the guys as he has to move them around and play musical chairs. But obviously, he's been very successful over there. So we're going to bring Coach Derrick up now for hopefully some words of wisdom, and he'll talk to our ambassadors, but talk to our whole audience. So Coach Brandon Derrick.
Can't read it from a phone because I'm too old to scroll that thing down, so I had to type it all out, So when he called and asked me to be the speaker, I was a little bit shocked because no one asked me to speak at anything because of my East Tennessee accent, unless I'm on the radio fussing about referees. But I'd like to thank everyone for inviting me out. It's a great honor to speak to you all. And so I thought, what do I talk about with these guys that they can't look up on ChatGPT and get an answer, right? I'm in the business world as well, and if I ask somebody an answer, one of the ladies will always pull out a phone and say, hey, what about this book? And they give me a picture and that's it. I'm like, okay, you didn't have an opinion. But so for you all is, what is success? And how are you going to be successful? You are the cream of the crop in Glynn County, right? Well, that's why we're here. You're the best student athletes, and I say student and athletes. How do you take that forward? What makes you successful? What's going to be your legacy? And I think about that a lot when I'm mowing the yard. I know that's weird, right? Guys, we get on the lawnmower, we ride around. I know you're probably wondering why your dad's still mowing the same spot that's already been mowed. That's our quiet time. So what's going to be your legacy? How will you be remembered? How will they write your eulogy at the end? I know you haven't thought about that at all, but once you get to be 50, you start thinking about a lot of those things. You're like, what are they going to say about me, right? And so my thing is for you is success. How do you make yourself a success while working to make others achieve success? I look at 5 things that I look at. Number 1, now, you know what? Let me back up. To me, that's my bio. I just want you to know, I'm just a country kid. If you ever looked up Englewood, Tennessee, population of 800 people maybe. Got more cows than we do people. So I'm just one of those guys that knows how to farm, hunt, fish. I don't fish or hunt while I live here, so I could probably still farm if I needed to, but I work hard. And remember that. That's going to be one of the biggest things is you got to work hard every day. It's not going to be given to you. Nothing's given to you. Okay? So get up and work hard. So I learned a lot of things from my parents, my grandparents, and some crazy cousins along the way. But the one thing they always told me, and they said was, you bust your butt for the team on front of you, you bust your butt for the name on the front of the jersey. You represent the name on the back. You remember that. Going forward, remember that. Because no matter what you do, at some point, your team will change. You will have a family. You'll have a wife, husband, kids. That will be your team. That will be who you have to push through. Okay? So as you look at that, remember, how do you represent yourself? How would your grandmother, I ask kids this all the time, would your grandmother let you listen to that music? Would that? Think about that. My grandmother wouldn't. I'd get whipped with a hickory listening to some of the stuff y'all listen to. But as I look at it, I go, what is success? We often think it's measured by wins, losses, or wealth. You ever thought about that? That's how a lot of people measure success. But it's measured many other ways. For instance, I said when you get to be my age, when you go to tie your shoes, if you don't have to come up for air, you've done a really good job. That's a successful morning. Okay? But as you move forward as the leaders of this community, that's why you were chosen. How are you going to benefit Glynn County? How are you going to benefit the state of Georgia? What are you going to do on a national level? And don't even get me started with that much. Okay? We need help. We need people that are going to get in there and work. And so I want to point out 5 things that I think can make you successful. Or if I had to narrow them down. Number 1, be a servant leader. Don't be a leader, listen to me now. There's a big difference. A servant leader is going to hold the door for his employees that come in. He's going to say good morning to his employees when they come in. He's going to be working with his employees. Now, he's got to delegate. He's got to do some of that. He's got to have a guy or a girl that can get it done too if he's not there. But you have to be a servant leader. Okay? You have to go alongside. One of the things that I do, and it's probably not noticed, I cook pregame meals for my kids at Frederica on Fridays when we're home. I want them to know that I'm in. I'm fully invested. I've been there 13 years. I've missed 5 days. 5 days of summer workouts in 13 years. At 7 a.m. And the only reason I missed that when my daughter's into college, and we had a fuss about that house and I lost. So take that up, Miss Derry. Okay? So be a servant leader. Number 2, build relationships. You have to build relationships. You have to be committed to caring for somebody. And if they know you care, they're going to work. You have to build relationships. I tell that all the time. It is a process. You have to be genuine. You have to be honest. Now, that's a tough one now. Honesty is going to hurt people's feelings a little bit. But you have to be honest. Be humble, but most of all, let people know you care about their opinions. Even though when you walk away, go, well, that's their opinion, and they may have some great insight. But build relationships. Example, I got a side hustle. I own a little construction company. I don't know if it's even a little side hustle anymore. This might be a straight hustle, I don't know. I got 4 or 5 guys that speak very little English. We got one guy, he's really good. Every Saturday I take him out to eat. We go out to eat. I sit down with him, I want to know what's going on. How's everything? Relay. So build relationships. They know on Saturday and Sunday that Coach Derek's, and I'm going to be on the job site. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be doing something. Something doesn't get done, I pick up the slack. So build relationships every day. I make it a point to walk down the middle school hallway. I make it a point to go down the lower school hallway. I don't have to go down those hallways. If you've ever been to Frederica, I got the office in the very back of the building, and the whole campus, they put me in the back. But every morning, 8 o'clock, we'll walk through and say hi to everybody. We'll say hello to the office manager, all the people in the front office. Sometimes they don't want to talk to me, sometimes they do. But they know I'm there. I walk right down through the lower school, try to give people high fives. The little kids, they know everybody. But you have to build relationships. Number 3, be adaptable. Don't be set in your ways. I see people just dialing that sort all the time. Be adaptable. Okay? You have to be able to adapt. Sometimes on a dime. I talked about it today. Other instances, you have to gain an understanding of how to adapt to maximize your potential. You have to sit and analyze. You have to figure it out. As a football coach with 30 kids, sometimes 25, we sit in there and look at that whiteboard and go, wow, we got nothing. And then we got this guy, but we don't have nothing here. You have to figure it out. You have to look at your situation. But always be a continuous learner. So you and others, you can push others around you to maximize your potential and to get the most out of everybody around you. You're going to be a leader. That's why you're at the table, right? Lead. We need leaders. Don't pass the buck. Don't hand off the phone. Don't ask ChatGPT. It's not going to give you the answer. You have to understand that. So be adaptable. And one of the examples that I talk about is adaptability. I always hear people say, I'm going to run this offense. I'm going to run that defense. I hear people, they ask you that in job interviews all the time. They'll ask you, Coach, what you going to run? What's your offense? What's your defense? Whatever fits my personnel. Whatever fits my personnel. If I had to go learn a whole new playbook at 28 years in this business, that's what I do. But I have to maximize each and every kid that I got, from the big one to the little one, from the oldest one to the youngest one. You have to figure out a way to maximize their potential. And you have to go about it in that business. And I do that. I've probably gotten better at that in the last 15 years. When I felt like I should have won a state championship and I lost it because I was stuck in my ways. So those are some lessons that you learn. Number 4, be disciplined and have a purpose. Don't just show up to workouts. Don't just show up to work to get through the day. Show up. Have a purpose. It may be the smallest thing on the board, but get it done during the day. I have a whiteboard that sits behind my desk. It's got like 9 things written on it. I've scratched off 2 of them because I've got 3 other pamphlets worth of stuff that I go through during the day. Those are the really big ones, and I've got to get those done. Be disciplined, because it's the little things that make the big thing. Always be early. Be prepared. Come with the attitude that I'm going to get better today. Come with a purpose. In our weight room, we have a saying behind our charts. Discipline or disappointment. Both require pain. You can either do it on the front end and be successful and feel all that pain and all that as you go through it, or you can not do it on the front end and feel the agony of losing because you didn't prepare. You got 1 or 2 choices. Be disciplined. Come to work ready to go. Now, the last one, be resilient. Be persistent. Do those things. You must be able to bounce back and work through situations when it don't go the way you had planned. That could be a summer practice at Frederica. One kid doesn't show up, There goes the practice plan. I'll never forget, Coach Jurgens, like second day on the job, man, he's got all this stuff wrote down on offense. We're going to go through this, and this. Quarterback's not there. He goes, God, what are we going to do? We're going to go practice. Adapt, overcome, let's get something done. Whatever we got to do, you have to be able to do that. You have to be resilient. Take your experiences, let them mold you. You will know what's good and bad. You already know. Your parents have done a good job. That's why you're in this room, not in other ones. All right? You know what's good and what's bad. When you look at persistence, be there all the time. Day-to-day activities. The good ones, they will become habits. The bad ones, you have to break. And man, that's difficult. I'll give you one. Me, eating. Man, I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I love to eat now. My wife says, you got to lose some weight. Younger daughter, she getting married, you got to lose some weight. Golly. I went on a 3-day fast, lost 13 pounds in 3 days just drinking water, black coffee, and unsweet tea. The most horrible thing and difficult thing I may have ever done in my life. And so now I'm on a 2,000 calorie diet. I've lost 25 pounds in like 4.5 weeks. All I had to do was get good eating habits, but I didn't. So be persistent. You look amazed, Mary Ford. Don't be amazed. I went from the 38 to the 36. I'm telling you what, I'm a new man right now. But the one thing that I want to talk about with that group, the resiliency and persistence, was the one team that I never got any accolades for. They were the best. I did my best coaching job on a 5-5 team. 2021, I showed up to football practice. We had 19 kids. 19. Now, I know you're all out there thinking, you got 19 dudes right there now. They can go out there and play, right? No. I don't know if you've been to Frederica. Okay? Seen all of them. We just don't have dudes standing there. But the best coaching job I ever did, 2021, we went 5-5. They were known as the Mean 19. We played a game one night with 16 kids. The assistant coach was laughing at us at the middle of the field. I thought he was laughing at us. I said, what's so funny, Coach? He goes, Coach, y'all about to go out of here and whip our butt with 16 kids, and we got 38. We did. We beat them 44-6, but that group was resilient, and they were persistent. They showed up every day. They didn't complain. I played tight end all year. The assistant coaches were the other 5 people when we needed to roll in. I was a tight end all year long, trying to watch the defensive front, see who's blocking. That was my best coaching job. 5-5. I didn't win a ring. I didn't get Region Coach of the Year. I didn't get anything. But that was how I measured my success. And we didn't even get to play in the playoffs. We were a region runner-up. One of the kids got COVID, and I had to forfeit the second round of the playoffs. You ever had to tell seniors that was your last practice? I had to walk out there and do that. But you know what? I can go find that group right now. That's a tough, gritty group. They were resilient, they persevered, and they were great kids. So as I close, I want to leave you with something I read last night. That's old folk. We read Facebook, we're not on any of that cool stuff. You young kids are. So last night I read this thing from Clint Hurdle, a former Major League Baseball manager. He said if he could go back, he would whisper the following lessons in his ear as a leader. Just take these 5 little things. I pulled out 5. These were the things, and they all are the same thing, but very simple. Be a window when it's good and a mirror when it's bad. When you win, everybody did a great job. When you lose, you deflect all of it on you. And I tell my kids that all the time. You'll never lose. I'll never put in the paper that you lost the game. It'll be because I was a poor coach. I didn't do my job. I didn't get you ready. So when you win, be a window. Share it with everybody. When you lose, be a mirror. Deflect it. Protect those who work tirelessly for you. They will be people that work tirelessly for you later on. You're going to be leaders. And you have to know that role. Nobody hands you trust. You earn it before you coach it. Get to know the people. Build relationships. It goes right back to that. Shower well after every loss. And somebody's like, Coach, you can't say that to people. You just want to wash it away. And what he was saying in this was, don't take it home with you. Learn from it, but don't take it home with you. Because your wife and your kids later on in life, it's not going to be a success every day. But they're going to want you to come home and not share your problems at work with them. I've been blessed to have a wife of 27, I can't remember the year, she's been 27 years. I've been coaching for 28. And she's had to bear a lot of that. She's the rock. I got 2 great kids, and she's the reason. Not so much me. Lead transformationally, not transactionally. Somebody just in your mind is like, that's a big word. I said the same thing. I had to look it up. I'm like, it sounds really cool, but what does that mean? I have to go look that up. Do not ask what they can do for you. It sounds like Johnny Kennedy, don't give you speech. I'm not doing that. But ask how I put this person in a better position to make us better. So lead transformationally, not transactionally. And the last one, stay humble before life humbles you. Talent will get you in the room. Humility will keep you there. You remember that. You'll go far. Those 5 right there from Mr. Hurdle, pretty good. And so I'd like to thank everybody. But as I close, what will be your legacy? How will you be remembered? Who will write your eulogy? What will they say? I know you hadn't thought about that. Probably got some of us old timers in here starting to think about how we're going to write ours right now. I know, the gray hair. So when you think about those things, how are you going to push others to be successful around you? That's the key. That's the real success in life. Is how do you maximize everyone around you? With that, I tell you young guys and gals, go seize the moment. Shape the future. And go be great.
Really, our ambassadors, do y'all have any questions for Coach Derek? It could be about anything you talked about, what you might face in college, he's been there, or parents. Anybody got any questions? Any exciting news, Coach?
You're asking, that's a loaded question, isn't it? Yeah, I've got one daughter getting married in Portugal on June the 2nd. Yeah, I don't know how exciting that is, trying to get money across in euros. But I've got one getting married, and I'm going to be a grandfather in October. So, yeah.
Anybody else? All right, good stuff. Real quick, appreciate it, Coach Derek. That was very good. So we will, again, get the link up to the ceremony. We'll get that out on our social media and website. The website is here on the bottom of the front. We'll get all the pictures up on Facebook, like you said, maybe some other spots. Feel free to share those. Mainly the kids need the publicity, but the Hall of Fame games, that's great as well. We will publish a story that is about the event. It has all the kids' bios in it, so more publicity coming their way for that. That will be on our website. We'll get that out on social media as well. I just got to get home and do that later on. And then I do hope to get some media coverage from the kids. I'll send this press release out to the Brunswick News and Joe Willie. Maybe we'll talk about it in the morning. Where can they listen in the morning, Joe Willie?
4.1, 92.7, 105.9, and 92.7.
There you go. We won't mention his competitors, but they're on at the same time. And again, hopefully we'll get something in the Brunswick News in the next couple of days as well. So you're free to mingle, socialize, take pictures, but we're dismissed. Thanks for coming, and again, congratulations to all the student athletes.